Megatron-sponsored work event. Him and Narjas do it every day. And Narjas, I don't think Narjas has worked a day in like many, many years. I don't think Narjas has read a book in many, many years. And so when Beef Beef says that he thinks she's a fat ass and an AI catfish, well, Beef Beef might be right. Beef Beef in Slovenia, partying across Europe, summer of 26, best days of Beef Beef's life. Yeah!
John, I have a question. Do you think it's a white boy summer this year?
Well, I've been supporting white boy comedy for many years, and as a trans social DEI activist, it's always a white boy summer and structural white racist. Our world. Hello?
That's a good point.
The question is,
I'm just really looking forward to my white boy summer this year. It's just gonna be awesome.
oh, Sam, I saw your YouTube channel, by the way.
Based.
I don't know how I came across it. Maybe you had it in a room or something.
Do you like it?
It was old. It was like all old stuff, very old. You haven't created anything new in so many years.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I did post a discussion with a philosopher on aesthetics. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah, that was good. You need to create more stuff, and like if all the work that you've created here with your documents and stuff, you need to like publish it on YouTube, etc. Because I tried to type in, Sam Rosen, whatever, Islamic white paper, and it just didn't come up.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't let your good work go to waste.
Thanks, man. John, you're being very nice to me, even though I constantly abuse you. So that's pretty. You got a lot of equanimity in you. You've got the Christ consciousness.
Rabono Shalom, Christ consciousness. Oh my gosh, Rabono Shalom. It takes Christ consciousness to recognize Christ consciousness. It's like, game recognizes game. And I'm just saying, if you happen to be cruising in Europe and you increase your TBI like Andrew, well, you might end up creating rooms perpetually on here called Does God Exist? Hello?
How can Andrew increase his Christ consciousness, John?
With the John Kitover copyrighted Bible flashcards, of course.
He doesn't have it. I thought you were going to say John Kitover Bible flashlight. I thought that was going to be where you're going with that.
Spotlight versus flashlight. Anyways, if anybody wants to increase their Kabbalistic magic, aka their Christ consciousness, all you got to do is get a book by Dion Fortune about Kabbalah. Pour yourself a big glass of Cabernet Sauvignon on a Friday night and open up that book. Rabono Shalom.
The Amazon, please.
Don't be fooled by Barth.
If Christ came back and then I killed him again, do you think that would be a bad thing?
Well, you know what I think is funny? If you go into a theist or an atheist room, but really a theist room, and then you were to say, well, guess what, everybody? I'm the new Jesus and the new Muhammad. And like, if you're willing to worship them, why wouldn't you worship me, a living new reincarnation of your great master? So it's like, it really does kind of point out how ridiculous the position is of an all or nothing person with regards to Christ, Jesus, or Muhammad. The challenge is always the same. The game rules are the same then as they are now. How are you going to play this game called life? That's really the question. And there are amazing people playing the game. There are mediocre players playing the game. And, I'm just saying that that's what I'm saying. Don't be fooled by Barth, aka Megatron. He's been playing this game for many, many years, and he's a former convict. He was in the hole in prison. You
Why
know,
was he in prison?
the guy doesn't have a PhD in divinity from Harvard, but he has an interest and a hobby, which is healthy.
Wait, why did he go to prison? Do you know?
You'll have to ask him. I don't want to talk about people's personal business on a social public audio app. Just like I don't want to talk about my medical condition because I got HIPAA rights, health information privacy. And Megatron has legal immunity, and he's also got it, expunged. So why bring it up?
Well, I just want to know what the kind of man we're dealing with. A fucking criminal. We have a literal criminal that we have to interact with on a regular basis. I think that's important information.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it is pretty embarrassing. Like, you're meeting your wife's family and stuff, and father's a cop. Yeah, and he's giving me that smile, like he knows. And it is very embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, it's embarrassing that you're a criminal? That you're a fucking ex-con?
Well, I didn't have the opportunity to tell her, and they did that for me. Yeah, I thought that was fucked up.
Damn, bro.
So,
what made you turn to a life of crime? And then why were you so stupid that you got caught?
caught is part of it.
Why weren't you smart enough to avoid getting caught? What's up with that?
Wish I was.
Yeah, I guess you weren't. That's just a smart boy. Maybe all the things you're saying about your intelligence
that I was wrong.
Maybe all the things they say about how you are a dumbass are true, actually. Yeah,
that is true.
You're fucking pathetic.
I mean, it's better than over there. You didn't grow up on doing this shit online and you draw us all place to press that stuff. Honestly, just like leave. Just stop. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you should have never came back. Like, how did you think things were going to work out? Did you not understand? It's like weird. You take the fantasy out of like getting to know each other. Like, we don't really want to know you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ruin it when you do that. And it's just like, I don't know.
You don't know a lot of things.
I was trying to describe this to Daniel, and I said, "You are like the girl that I get to bang in the ass on the first night." Nice. There's nothing after. There's nothing after that.
You're a literal criminal.
There is nothing left. That's what we got to do with you.
You're a criminal.
All these mobs leaving him in the room.
Blight on the side of society.
Okay.
Fucking doing crime. Probably robbing people because you're.
They say that you never really know how much you love a woman until you fuck her in the ass, because that's true love.
Who shows it up better than you, Sam? I mean, who's going to show their ass better than you? It's going to be very.
I don't like talking to criminals, actually, so could you stop talking to me about criminals?
Well, beef.
It's different if you're in the fucking mob or you're a criminal.
Beef. You didn't even ask him yet what he discovered in the hole, because his journey in the prison hole is actually one of the most interesting observations from Megatron. You see, you think Megatron is just boring because you think he's just talking about makeup, stuff. But look at the PTR. Look at the three dimensions of the Trinity. And let's actually talk about it and say, you know what? That's pretty smart.
Finally.
Because actually you could use it in physics. You could use it in your personal life. You could use it to talk about. And so I'm just trying to say, if you're going to go to rooms every day while you're in Europe on vacation creating beefs, man, you need to read a book, go to the gym and touch your toes and get a yoga strap. Take a deep breath, pop a wank, and go smoke a joint and pour yourself a nice glass of red wine and Rabbono Shalom. Your way through Europe.
Inshallah, you're right, brother.
My God, enjoy your summer. Enjoy your life. Don't get in an argument with a guy at a work construction site on a conference call.
So hot.
Come on, the guy's at a work site, man.
Hello?
And he's literally an ex-con fucking scumbag. I'm having a fucking discussion with him as if it's like worthwhile.
At least I wasn't stealing caravans. Oh shit, did I say that? My bad.
Stealing caravans? Like Muhammad? Is that a Muhammad joke?
No. The caravan, white caravan that go to malls and leave stuff inside the caravans. That's what I was
What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking retard? You worm. You fucking worthless worm.
Here we go. Yes, we're back. He's back, baby.
I'm trying to think of what crimes a worm could do. And I think maybe, like, showing up late such that the early bird doesn't get it. That's pretty criminal for a worm.
That's one. No.
I mean, there are lots of criminals, or I don't want to say criminals, there's lots of people that don't get arrested, and they probably are worse than those that do get arrested. So I'm not sure, like, being arrested and going to jail isn't necessarily an indication that Barth is, like, a bad person. Relatively, he might be a really good person compared to the average population. So
could be. It's just that happens not to be in this case. You know?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, you don't know about
I
Barth.
don't think he's a bad person.
Oh, well, I think he's a worm and a criminal.
Well, okay, it's fine. I don't know what he did. Maybe it was like something like innocuous. Like it wasn't really a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming because he's just so annoying and idiotic. And then my friends go into his rooms, and I have to deal with his fucking inane fucking garbage constantly. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of dealing with this fucking worthless, idiotic retard who always feels the need to...
See, Sam, you have to basically come to the conclusion that it's not a them problem. It's always going to be a you problem. Because if you don't take personal responsibility and join the library and get into the book club, almost all conversations are purely juvenile and a waste of time and really just for pure entertainment. But in the world of people that have book collections and they're interested in their books and they talk about their books, well, these are actual polite society intellectual people, not the fake pseudo false intellectuals that you encounter every day on this app. If you're not in a book club, you're not a real intelligent person. You're just someone here practicing English. That's it. You're trying to improve your English language capabilities, but you're not actually improving your IQ or EQ. Hello?
Yo, that guy really gets it.
John's really fucking getting to the crux of the matter.
This is why we need Andrew.
Milith, welcome to the stage. Milith, what do you think about God?
What's up, buddy?
Do you believe in God?
What's up, buddy? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you, buddy.
Milith, meet Beef. Hey, Milith, do you know Beef is an atheist? Why don't you give the lowdown on to Beef about, like, why?
You're so good at it. I wish I had questions ready here.
Milith,
I'm trying to remember, but then...
do you like the psychophysical harmony argument?
I just want to point this out that Bob initially disagreed with me and thought that Andrew wasn't, in fact, bringing too many conversations from the chat into voice talk, but then he, within a day, switched his opinion.
Oh, damn. Flip
Oh,
flopper.
because Andrew, like, has been doing it a lot over the last few days.
It's almost like he does it a lot.
Yeah, I did think it was funny. I think, like, the very next day, he literally did it, including, bring the conversation to a halt. I forget who he was talking to, but it was like, why are we...
See, there's
He was doing it to prove a point that you were right.
See, there's a flip side to the theist Karen, and that's the atheist Karen. Frenchie, if you were in a park and a black man had a pit bull and he let the pit bull off the leash, what would you do, Frenchie?
Probably quite afraid in a way.
This is a Karen diagnostic test. We're trying to determine how much of a Karen you are on the Karen index.
It's nothing to do with being a Karen. It's people that pit bulls are more dangerous than other breeds of dogs. So I'm just playing the odds.
Do you think
But
men
he
can be
said
Karens?
I wouldn't go confront him and be a Karen about it. So fuck you for calling me a Karen. Misogynistic too.
John, do you think that I'm a Karen?
Well, I do think I've come to the conclusion that I'm driving a short bus, and that the clown house world is a short bus full of R words headed to a clown tent. And I have parked the short bus at the edge of a cliff known as the book club, and I am pushing that short bus off the cliff. That's everyone here in this room. You're all on my short bus, and I got a book by Ayn Rand here that I'd like to get to sometime today. Hello? Hello?
No idea.
Yeah, I'm
Hello?
trying to figure out if you're crazy or not.
Hello?
I
He is
took
crazy. He is crazy.
Hello?
Oh, it's just a crazy
He is
person.
crazy.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's called projection. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah. Listen, just mute up. Just mute up, Frenchie. You spend a lot of time talking on here all the time. You're a big talker, but you're not a big listener, Frenchie. Big talker, not much of a listener. Big talker, big talker.
Speak lower.
I promise Frenchie could think louder if you mod with me.
He's just gonna kick me out, Frenchie. At the moment you do it, he's just gonna want to kick me out. That's how desperate. I actually gave up my mods. I had mods when I gave it to.
Okay, I'd say
I gave it up.
He's petty and hateful. I gave mine up.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
My goddamn tolerance for mental illness is so fucking low. And I know it makes me look like an asshole, but I didn't come here to be a fucking therapist for mentally ill people. It's not why I'm here. So if you can't act like a normal person who can hold a conversation, then just get the fuck out of my sight.
Why is there no male term for a Karen? It's pretty sexist. Do you think
Because
about it?
the patriarchy. Although, I mean, look, they did themselves no favors by being just like really awful and like racist and entitled. But it is like I think the term is just used to be like the woman I don't like. You know.
Well, it's a shrill middle-aged woman who I find to be too aggressive. And kind of the two.
Yeah, like it should be for the ones who are like accosting black people, saying like you don't belong here, show me your ID, you know, that sort of thing. But it's just turned into like anyone who's like mouthy, which is not really what it was supposed to be.
Well, people never liked mouthy women, especially ones that are, not nubile, because they're no longer can be sex objects.
I just want to say I love mouthy women, and it seems so sexist.
I actually don't think
name
that's
5 mouthy
sexist.
women.
Rosie O'Donnell.
So even the source that you're pointing to, it says
I have to
something
get back to work.
Okay, you have a bunch of women on a panel.
Kathy
opining.
Griffith.
Okay. So in the source that you're referring to, does that woman in question say that there was domestic violence?
Look, did or did you not beat the shit out of your ex-wife? That's all I'm asking.
So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remove you because you're continuing to try to slander me. I've already answered you. I've said those.
Yeah, dog,
Can I
go
remove
fuck
her?
yourself.
Okay.
You're a stupid little bitch. Go fuck yourself.
Notice the mental illness is now on full display. Okay.
Hey, Dark, remember me.
Goodbye. So once again, the mentally ill skeptics, all they've got is slander and defamation. Okay. Now, if there was any scintilla of truth that would say, "Oh yeah, well that's true." No, none of it's true. It's this is how despicable these people are. Welcome, John. What would you like to talk about?
Yeah, I've got a book here by R.H. Blythe. It's 25 Zen essays on Christianity, sex, society, etc. And I think...
Can you get closer to your microphone, please?
Is this better? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm reading a book by R.H. Blythe called 25 Zen Essays on Christianity, Sex, Society, etc. And I think using Japanese Zen Buddhism is like a good way to explain atheism to a Western Christian, meaning that the religion of no religion is in a way the same religion as Jesus Christ.
All right, dude, stop with the shtick. That's patently ridiculous. There is no religious neutrality. Okay, even the Supreme Court in the United States has ruled that for atheists who apply for what is called conscientious objector status, that atheists constitutionally can have deeply held religious views even though they do not espouse a personal deity. Okay? So the idea that atheists cannot have religious commitments is ridiculous. Okay, are you an atheist?
No, I'm a baptized Christian.
Okay, so what you're just saying is absurd. Okay.
Well, you know, Alan Watts.
So no position. If you're a Christian, then why are you not aware of the fact that there cannot be any position of neutrality with respect to the God of the Bible?
No, I'm aware of that. I'm simply saying that Christian mystics like Alan Watts, who were big into Zen Buddhism, in a way, they're atheists.
Then they're not Christian. Then he's not born again.
Right, he would be considered a heretic. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. Don't call him a Christian.
Well, I'm saying he claimed. Well, he kind of dropped the title. He started saying he was a shaman.
You know, the Democrats claim they're good for America. It doesn't make it true.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Anyways, I think...
Have you ever considered getting plastic surgery for your nose?
I thought about it, but I went to a rhinologist and an ear, nose, and throat surgeon, and he suggested that I just come on Clubhouse and talk to a guy named Darth who can shave it down because he's such a learned elder. And so I thought that sounds like a good idea. I'd rather save the Medicare for a more socially equitable person. And here I am talking to you.
Okay, why are you wasting your time here? I mean, you're just such a knee-slapping funny person. You have a bright future in stand-up comedy.
Thanks. I'll be sure to clip that across my 30 different phones as I live stream this conversation onto YouTube.
You know that was pure sarcasm. You're not in the least bit funny.
Oh, it doesn't matter whether it's sarcasm or genuineness in the world.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell me, are you familiar with the Mediterranean?
Oh, yeah. Especially the cuisine and the women.
Right. Now, the country of Italy, what shape is that referred to?
Well, let me pull it out of your ass real quick. Oh, my God. It's got Darth Dawkins shit stains on the tip of the boot. Ah, it smells like shit. You smell like shit, sir. You smell like diarrhea poo-poo.
Indians
We got Darth Dawkins. We got Darth Dawkins.
You see, I don't know. It's not like, you see, I thought you were well read, but I think you just want to go against the grain. So now I let the conversation.
I'm literally on reservations every week, Jody. That's not how
that smells like Darth Dawkins shit.
According to the census, was it colored or Negro?
Because
one of them
Negro was first.
Negro came first. Color didn't come until later.
And before the census, people was.
And you know what's crazy? I told my mother, because hear me out.
In the late 1800s.
My dad
before then, they were all properly classified.
Okay, yeah. My dad, he's black African. My mom, she's black from like generations and generations in Virginia. They never left the state. And I remember.
Because they don't have a leg to stand on. They cannot defend the rationality of atheism, so they resort to deception, evasion, slander, defamation. What else are they going to do? They certainly can't bring an intelligent representation of atheism. So we have any skeptics in the room that would like to attempt to change my mind that atheism is rational? Love to hear it. noticed that a lot of atheists on TikTok, as well as on Clubhouse and Discord, they're afraid to talk with me. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all.
Hello, Darth. I'd like to discuss how to prove to you that atheism is the truth and that you're irrational and delusional. And I, as an atheist, am a superior intellectual, far more intelligent, more learned. I'm a scholar. I've got 2 PhDs, and you're just an incompetent person on a social audio conference call app, probably with erectile dysfunction and high blood pressure. Am I right about those 2 things?
If you do not conduct yourself from here on out, stop doing the shtick, I will instantly block you. So it's up to you.
You're gonna block me as if that's gonna ruin my day, and your day's not already ruined by being insulted by me, Alistair Crowley. You're pathetic, Darth. Darth, grow a set!
Discussion, we were discussing.
Okay, this is the best that they have to offer. Okay? Mentally ill atheists. Aren't there any non-mentally ill atheists? Virtually every single skeptic that I talk to displays to one degree or another mental illness. Maybe there's a strong correlativeness between their mental aberrance and their irrational God denialism. Their shtick doesn't work on me. If you ask the average atheist or skeptic, how is it that there is no God? They respond, there's no evidence for God. How does it logically and necessarily follow from that claim that God doesn't exist? And how is the claim that there's no evidence for God, how is that even defensible or sustainable? It's not. But they continue. But you know what? They're going to find out the hard way when life is over. They're for a rude awakening. And life is short.
Hello? Hello? I was just in Darth Dawkins' room.
Okay, let's see. What shall I talk about while we have people here?
I was kicked twice.
So
I roasted
atheism
him.
is irrational because it claims to be able to predicate about our world without the self-revealing God as the grounding or the final context for predication. But when they claim to predicate, they don't have an ultimate or final context from which to predicate. So therefore, their predications are uninterpretable. There's no frame of reference. There's nothing within the model, within the system, that dictates what is and cannot be. Therefore, when they even simply say the sky is blue, that's unintelligible in the broad scheme of things. Not semantically, it's semantically intelligible. But given their system, it's uninterpretable because there's nothing that dictates what blueness is, or skyness is, or what is means. Because there's no rhyme or reason why anything happens. And if there's no rhyme or reason as to why anything is or happens, then nothing is intelligible. So if you predicate without reference to God, your words don't mean anything. Your system were true, then nothing would mean anything. In a world where nothing is impossible,
Okay, this is the Darth Dawkins Show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Darth Dawkins special. Darth Dawkins won't be around forever, so we want to capture him and get a good, clean recording on the press and publish our best co-production with Megatron here in the recording studio. This is Darth Dawkins in Atheism is Irrational, Change My Mind. A legend. One of the grumpiest men in the world who's never read a book. And it's the Gong Show every day. You're stupid. Next. It's the same shtick. They do it in Japan. It's called the Zen Show. Somebody comes in and they say, prove to me God exists. Then they pull a frog out from their kimono. And then the sensei says, no, that is not the answer. Gong Show. Welcome to the Gong Show. Hosted by Darth Dawkins, your number one Christian resident troll. Only Darth Dawkins could be more annoying than Andrew and others.
What would you like to talk about?
Thank you, brother.
Oh, Megatron!
Boom, we got a hit!
What do you think, what were the chances of me born Christian if I was raised in Somalia?
All right, good. You have to back off your microphone a little bit so I can understand you.
Oh, yes, this is good.
We got a Muslim talking to Darth Dawkins. Can you go in there? Do you want to say anything?
No. Not yet.
All right, well, when you do, let's create a new room, and then I'll record your interview with Darth.
I can't understand you.
I just talk to him all the time. I just haven't spoken to him in a while.
You know, for me, my faith is Muslim. So I'm asking you, what are the chances for, and if I was born in Somalia, what were the chances for me to be a Christian?
Holy shit.
Anybody can become a Christian anywhere around the world. All they have to do is respond to the convicting power of God's Holy Spirit. God gives natural revelation. If somebody properly responds to that, God will give them additional revelation, leading them to Jesus Christ. The fact that people don't is their own fault, and they're going to be held accountable for that on Judgment Day. And by the way, there are people in the West that attend church. They're not Christians. They're not born again. Right?
Oh my gosh.
So people's disposition before God isn't merely or only because of their geographical place of birth.
Wow.
Okay? God places everybody in the time and place of birth so that they will seek him. That's Acts 17.
Wow.
And the reason most people don't. The fact that some people are religious and may want to follow the God of Islam. I mean, anybody with a brain who, examines Islam, I mean, it's a joke. I mean, it's very clearly a bastardization of historical Christianity. It's obvious. Anybody with a brain can see this. But people who are committed to defending... Look, it's very obvious. Muhammad made numerous mistakes. Do you know that...
Ooh, we got Khadijah back in the house. Hey, baby.
Sir 4 and 5.
Assalamu alaikum.
Each time he got it in, he thought that the Christian doctrine... of the
You're a naughty girl, Khadijah. You didn't tell your husband that you named your daughter Maya? Oy vey.
Right?
Khadijah.
Mistakes. So Islam is a joke.
Okay.
Look, I'll leave you with one thing. The Quran says in multiple places that if you doubt Muhammad being the prophet, to go back to the Hebrew and Christian scriptures to confirm.
This is like peeling back Khadijah's Islamic onion.
With the Hebrew and Christian scriptures. But the Hebrew and the Christian
Khadijah's onion.
Muhammad. Okay?
The onion of Islam.
Okay, all right. Have a nice day. I can barely understand you.
I lost connection. I can hear you now. So, for me, I was born in Somalia, where the majority, 99% people.
Where are you now? Where are you now?
I am in Somalia.
Okay.
So that's where 99% people are Muslims.
Wait a minute. They have the internet in Somalia?
Yeah, they have internet. Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, we use internet data.
Yeah. Well, why don't you come over here and be a Somali pirate and come on over into Ilhan Omar's district where you can rip off Medicaid and Medicare.
He liked that. He's like, maybe I will.
Imagine that on the internet in Somalia. What a wonderful country. I think my next vacation outside,
Another Darth Dawkins episode. Darth versus the Somalian.
So many of the Muslims.
My harmonica's better than listening to Darth Dawkins.
God doesn't exist. Oh, there's no evidence for God. It's just a psychological report. It doesn't follow because you have an absence of a positive belief in God that God doesn't exist. So, and that's 99.9%.
Khadija, hey baby, assalamu alaikum.
It's incredible.
Are the kids watching TV?
Almost all of them.
Hello?
Give that same fallacious response.
Hello.
Hi, Khadija.
Why? I'm so surprised by your personality.
You are?
I am.
Why? Wallahi! Wallahi! Woohoo! Wallahi!
And you speak multiple languages. I'm impressed.
Nam nam habibti. Nam nam habibti. And the barashwe Arabi.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
Okay.
Okay, we have 15 people in here. At least 15 people.
What? I was really. He came into my room yesterday, and I asked him to come up, and then he completely betrayed his own word, and he started attacking me. And yeah, I was really shocked by that, and so I feel like I want to know why he is the way he is.
I do too. I want to know why he would ever do that. Why would you do that?
It was really weird.
Well, Khadija, I didn't attack you personally. I did not attack you personally. I attacked Muhammad and the Charter of Medina. I didn't attack you.
You didn't even attack him because I told you that I don't even follow that. Why would I read a constitution to a nation I don't even belong to? That's a nation that is no longer existing.
Well, then how did I attack you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I do and what did I say to attack Khadija? Nothing. You're making shit up. And that's why I called you a bullshitter. And I'll say it again. You're a bullshitter.
Wow. Listen, dude. I don't know how popular you're getting.
Bullshitter.
You're getting popular for the wrong reasons.
Bullshitter.
Like, this kind of energy cannot be acceptable.
Well, that's just like your opinion.
What?
I said you don't know what the difference is between an opinion and a fact. You're still struggling with that. That's a personal responsibility issue.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Go ahead and define opinion for me, and then go ahead and define a fact.
A fact does not change based on somebody's opinion. A fact is a fact. Whereas an opinion is what a person feels towards a fact, perhaps.
Wrong. Sorry, that's just like your opinion. The fact of the matter is, there are no such thing as facts. There's only these things called opinions.
Okay. So I guess I know the difference now between fact and opinion. Anyway. Okay.
Anyway, yes. Yeah. What's up, Khadija?
Hi.
What are you doing?
Nothing's up. I'm running an errand for my mother. Which now John is going to throw into my face somehow later.
No, he's not.
I'm just really surprised by his energy.
Well, he's very confused.
I'm not confused.
Sometimes.
The truth is, Khadija, Megatron and I are playing a prank on you, a practical joke that you're unaware of. Because yesterday, we listened to you get beefed and buttered by Beef. He was so endearing. And we listened to how you explained to him how Islam and peeling back the onion and how you keep making new discoveries every time you indulge in Islam and the prophecy of Muhammad the messenger. So all I'm trying to say is I'm just running around. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, he's sometimes he has like these things he goes through. I don't know what it is, but we pray for him all the time. And he's getting better as he goes, Khadija. We just have to be super positive, like we have been.
Yeah.
Like, ask Joanna down there what it was like doing blow off of Freddie Mercury's ass crack. And you tell me, have you ever really lived? Hello?
All right. He's been screaming too. He's been screaming for like the last 2 hours. We got to give John a break.
Yeah, I got kicked out of that room, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, of course.
Because that guy kept calling me a cunt like 8 times today.
Yeah.
And I was a mod, and I didn't do shit to him, and now I'm on a warpath.
I got knocked down too.
As soon as well, who made him a mod? Norges, that fucking cunt. Dude, how do you like it?
No, that was whatchamacallit, Regal made him a mod again. Because Regal knocked everybody down and then he made him a mod again.
I don't think so. All right, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care.
Well, I was just talking to Regal in private.
We're hanging out. With Khadija.
Regal asked me to vouch for him with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he asked me to do.
Oh, I didn't get kicked out. I left because I didn't want my rating to go down, so I just left.
Well, I don't expect any guys here. None of you are my boyfriend or my husbands that you're going to stick up for me. But I think it was a little overkill. The abuse, he was verbal abuse.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
He knows that I wouldn't put up with that. But then
Well, you did.
I didn't. I wasn't a mod. He did it after.
He's been doing it since 10 o'clock this morning. Let me just stop being angry, because when I'm angry, I shake, and I'm very angry right now at this person. I think it's disgusting that I was targeted that way. My brother just died this weekend. He's only 30 years old. I didn't need to be targeted for verbal assault.
Oh, Joanna.
So let me mod up and calm down.
I'm so sorry.
If I can just have 10 seconds. I never met the guy in my life. I just said, good morning, nice to meet you. And he just kept attacking me.
So, Khadija, you know what's so unfortunate, Khadija, that I actually retired from talking about Quran. So
I saw that. Did you see my
I retired.
my chat? I wrote something.
What did you write?
I said that you should do a reset and just erase everything you know.
Yes, it's exactly what I'm doing.
Because what you probably know is what you have been told, which is what I've also been told, which is like the whole war on Islam. Muslims claim there's a war on Islam, but I think it's a rightful war on Islam, because what is the war against? If these idiots hadn't been doing all the fucked up shit they have been doing, whether it's child marriage or killing other people unjustly, if they had just been following the book this whole time and not other people's desires and whims. I mean, even the jihadi, there is no such thing as jihad in the Quran. If you look, like, and if anything, Jesus is the ultimate jihadi, right? But when you see what God says about Jesus, it doesn't mention a martyr. And even, guess what? So the shahada, which is the, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa muhammadan rasulullah, this, in the Quran, it actually means to witness truth. Okay? This is, you have a witness, a court witness, or what are they called? Yeah, court witness. These are somebody that has seen the crime, right? And so when you read the Quran and you look at the word shahid, it shows up in this context, okay? It shows up as you need to have a witness if there's a contract being signed, because a lot of people break their contracts. So, in fact, the witness is more about business procedures than it is about converting. There's no ritual. There's no ritual to convert to God. That's the most stupidest thing. It's like asking a child to go through a ritual to become your child again. Like, you come from your mother. So how can you do anything to return back to your mother? You just accept your mother as your mother, right? And that's the same thing about God. There's no special words you have to say. And in fact, it's not even about what you say. It's about what you do and how you act, right? Because if you're humble with God, then you'll be humble with the rest of the world. And so let's go back to, what was I talking about? Oh, the jihadi. So here's the cool thing. There's 2 points. Okay, so when, I feel a lecture coming on. You guys want to hear a lecture?
It's fine. We'll listen. Joanna, you got nothing going on, right? You'll listen. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, all right. So, John, Yahya, who apparently John is Yahya, and Jesus both have a similar statement in chapter 5. For John, it says, Salamu alayka, Salamu alayhi. Okay, may peace be upon the day he was born. Sorry, guys. But basically it says, peace be on the day that he is born, and the day that he dies, and the day he will be sent back.
Yom is day, yes.
Yes, Yom, yeah, like Yom Kippur.
Right, yeah.
And then for Jesus, only like maybe 7 or 12 verses later, it says, this is Jesus saying it now. Peace be on the day that I am born, and the day that I will die, and the day that I will be sent back. Okay? Now, if you go to Yasin, which I can't remember what chapter number that is, I have what I call the Yasin man. In one of the verses, it talks about a man who finds out that the messengers of God have come to his town. And he comes running from Aqsa al-Madina, from the farthest of the town. And he comes running.
Is this 19?
Maybe.
1915, I think.
Perhaps. I'm in the grocery parking lot, so I don't have the.
In the grocery parking lot on Clubhouse. That's cute.
Well, I want to listen to something on my way to the grocery store.
Yeah, I understand. I do it.
And so this Yasin guy, he runs to his people and he says, oh, people, these are messengers from God. Believe in them as I have believed in them. And he tries to convince his people to believe in God. And then there's 2 or 3 verses that's his dialogue.